EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Super.
Hey, this is Earl Ellis, 58-year-old gamer from the south side of Chicago. First stream of the day on YouTube. See your film work at EDE-63. I've got XRP, Philly, Texas. Let's get it on.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be third down. From the gun, here's Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at the 48-yard line.
It's just the beginning of the game. It'll be all right.
Repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above.
No, you can't win them all.
Pointing out to their defense that the
It'll be all right.
defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
On the play. Brings up third down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
Cincinnati.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On first down, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. On the slant, complete to Green. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's the backup Simeon. And this is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. Turned his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on third down, Hill. He rifles one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Picked off around the 27. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down.
Being extremely stingy.
At the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. return to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
Oh.
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
That's ugly.
Saints nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion.
Not at all. I don't think I like you.
Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better.
What?
I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. I had to.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-0.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away
Whatever.
following that fumble return. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time,
Oh, my goodness.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start out with great
Do your thing.
position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I never give up, never surrender. You just pick on me until we see what happens.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 35.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Zach Vaughn there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown.
Okay.
And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
It is. And this is all in the first half.
Defense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down.
I don't play against a computer ever.
Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On first down, it's Hill.
Oh, my goodness.
Time today. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run with Mixon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This is supreme ugliness.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Oh, don't knock that. Oh.
2 seconds left on the clock. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Okay.
Hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
It's the second half. I'm down 28-0. Trying to go 1-0 today. First stream. XRP Philly, Texas is giving me the business.
Set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well, it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Mixon.
Get that ball out.
This time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Ugliness.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
So you trying to make this stream all about you.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the give, this is the fullback. Taking it in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Well, as usual, at the end of the game, I'll be handing out the accolades and then showing you the ranking of my opponent.
We'll send this one away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another.
Oh, you just being everywhere I'm trying to go.
Picked off at the 23. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the field.
Oh, well.
Widening that margin a bit further.
Like I said, you can't win them all.
Just yet. If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And sometimes you run across XRP, Philly, Texas, and he shows you why you shouldn't have started with him for your first stream. I should have did a warm-up stream. I should have did a warm-up game and then started streaming.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee.
Oh, it don't matter at this point. Ain't no hindsight.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, The guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of...
What does he do best? Because he ain't doing nothing right now. Oh, wait a minute. That's me.
For the former DB, right?
I don't know.
Dag nabbit.
It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Hill. And this one's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're going for it. It's Hill. And he finds cover. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. A nice little juke, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time.
4th quarter, the money quarter.
As we played 3 quarters. This is
And it is not looking good. 42-0.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
You think?
Out of the gun, Hill. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Left side here to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Oh, my.
To try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Hill. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And my goodness, another interception. Up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's like you know what I'm doing.
After the interception there, and guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
Yeah, I see that.
Can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Harris now to return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
I might have to go for the banana in the tailpipe.
Stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down now to pick up the 25. From the gun, Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's across 4.
There's about 7 points.
Too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder
A little, that's a lot.
in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow.
Okay, 7:42.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
40-yard line.
And with the game coming to an end, XRP, Philly, Texas. up 42-7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On third down, Bernard. And that one going nowhere.
Remember, you can check out your game film at EDE-63. Again, this is Earl Ellis, 58-year-old gamer, getting smashed.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there.
I have to give him a better game next time I run across you.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop
yeah, no.
in this game.
Next time. Good game, boss. I could have been somebody.
First and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is...
Okay. XRP Philly, Texas is ranked 77,791 with a respectable 60 wins and 54 losses. See if we can find somebody else.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years have...
You got Earl Ellis, 58-year-old gamer from the south side of Chicago, streaming live to you on YouTube at EDE-63. I'm on one today. I've got Rich_Swoosh coming up next. Let's get it on.
First Energy Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, I grew up in Cleveland, East Cleveland, North Olmsted. Since I'm 58 years old, I was there in Cleveland during the Brian Sipe days. Or the Cardiac Kids.
First and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Hill. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll They'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Saints, first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 36, Hill, and that is incomplete here.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. To the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Simeon, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3rd and 2, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, Hill gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Able to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Browns nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Murray. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
At the 31-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Going back to later. This time he's got it. Complete. Pass to 20. And he's going to go out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Parkey is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
3rd quarter, 14-3. Trying to go 1-1.
Going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A run for Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh.
Not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Oh.
His throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, the Pro Bowler Landry couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd and 4. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And some room to maneuver. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. That one good for 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and goal, Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the
Pick 6. That really hurts.
That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to
hits the ground and gets back up. Scores 14-9. He's trying to make it 14-11. I'm trying to go 1-1 today.
The Browns offense is on try for 2 more. Here's Chubb to try to run it in, and he is going to lose yardage here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
At their own 26-yard line.
I see you, Rich Swoosh.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill. And that is intercepted.
Out of bounds.
Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Oh, my goodness. You ain't playing, huh? have to go for the banana in the tailpipe so I can get this first down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You're doing this to us. It doesn't have to be this way.
The Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards on the ground. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
Oh, my.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. There was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone. Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Saints 21, Browns 16. Cody Parkey set to kick.
score. It's Parkey on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, for the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Down around the 25. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back.
Go.
Hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. If I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. This is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Because
Try to go 1-1 today on streaming.
put themselves in a good position.
And Rich Whoosh
It's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal
is not following the script.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Browns take over.
But about 24-16.
At their own 25-yard line.
Then 31 seconds left. Gotta hold them.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards, the final tally. He completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. And you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and not different.
20 in the red zone. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. This one complete.
Oh, good pass.
It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and sneak it. And he is not going to reach the goal line.
Oh, Van freaking tastic.
For it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone is
GG. Looks like I'm going 1-1.
an onside kick. 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to 5. These kickers, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
GG.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final.
Give out the accolades.
And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
One and 4. No rank.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here.
This is Earl Ellis, 58-year-old gamer from the south side of Chicago, streaming live to you on YouTube. You can see your game film at EDE-63. I got Shane 100-100. Up next, I'm 1-1. Let's get it on.
There's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Just got finished playing Cleveland again. Again, being 58 years old, I lived in Cleveland, but I was there during the Bryant Sipe days, the Cardiac Kids.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to be able to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Again, 1-1, trying to go to 2-1.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second and 5 now. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. Take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Saints, nothing.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Hill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Hill. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hill. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for the Lions. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
25-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete.
Yeah.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now a 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is Harris. It's set and done. It's a 58-yard punt.
Okay.
Saints will take over with a first
39 seconds left. Second quarter, score 7-7. Trying to go 2-1 on stream today. Shane, 100.
We're under a minute to go.
All in my way.
Even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
To start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Hill. And that one will throw incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah. Okay.
First out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this
Okay.
21 or 22. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short.
Right. Right. Okay. Right, because it's just gonna be us. Right.
And for the Saints here,
Yeah.
3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Okay.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. 4th down after
Okay.
Maryland's defense.
Sounds like a plan.
Malcolm Jenkins on the covering.
Okay. Oh my, did you check the weather?
No.
Okay.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Oh, no good.
He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA
Okay.
Sports.
Second half. Score 7-7.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, that'll be complete to Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yeah.
Somebody is targeting us, or me, or you. I don't know, but we got more egg on our heart.
No. It ain't me. Because I don't go nowhere.
I guess maybe it's me, but I don't know who I'm pissed off.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have to get a camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
And put it out here.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to go down to the wash real quick, get it washed, and then I'm going to pull it back up and probably scrub it off again like we did last time.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, bye-bye. This is not funny.
I know it's not. It's ridiculous.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
23-yard attempt.
To a 3-0 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
Parkey now, following the made field goal to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
Oh.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and long. It's Hill. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap for Hill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Mayfield. Well, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end.
Looks like I'm going to be able to go 2-1 today.
Kick the game-winning field goal.
If I can get up here.
To the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Camara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Big shout out to Shane, 100-100. Taking me to 2-1 today. After the game, I'll give out the accolades and check out the ranking of my opponent. Worthy opponent.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.
Oh.
They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't fit.
Shane 100 is not ranked, but he's got 95 wins and 96 losses. Big shout out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz.
Zero Ellis, 58-year-old gamer from the south side of Chicago. Streaming live to you on YouTube. I am 2-1 today, trying to go 3-1. I've got Ant Opov 14. Up next, you can see your game film at EDE-63. Let's get it on.
To do the honors here, and we are underway from the Superdome. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, Hill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Run tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Operating from the gun, Hill, and it is complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, Hill, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans! Jared Cook, 34 yards, and the Saints have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Packers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Yeah.
What you got on?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Green Bay.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because
Hello?
perfect on that one. Read his keys, made
Hello?
the play, and he couldn't even get going.
What are you doing?
Football.
Fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
Parker?
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Running with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the gun on 3rd, Hill. Left side here to Sanders. And he will be very close to his first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Reaching the 30. A big gain there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Hill now operating from the red zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Jared Cook, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go for the banana in the tailpipe.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Sanders, incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lutz is kicked. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And right side, they're going to go option here. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh.
Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Oh.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletion.
All right, 2-1 today. Trying to go to 3-1.
This time on 3rd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down here at 30. A defensive
Good quarterback bootleg.
16 on 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Again, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He was held without a catch in the first, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jones. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go again to Jones.
Oh. Trying to go to 3-1 today. Antron 14. Doing everything he can to keep me from getting there.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now a crease here as he's past the field. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
Antron is being very stingy with his defense.
Chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
What?
The field, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Hill. Got a man, he finds Sanders. He's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he will be at the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it.
Oh, get this way.
For the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision.
Okay, trying to go to 3-1.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind.
17-14. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Can I hold him?
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches. If they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers being chased out left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Good knockdown.
Completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And
yes.
There as it's intercepted.
I need to hold this ball.
When you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets to 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
At the Packers' 35-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
I gotta have this.
Play for both sides.
I can't leave here till I get this.
3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Hill. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Okay.
And now here comes the
Gotta walk the dog.
defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let the clock run out to 2 minutes.
This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain.
Okay, Green Bay has no more timeouts.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think.
So all I need to do is get this first down
Continue to feed him.
and walk the dog.
Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7.
Again, at the end of the game, we'll be going to the accolades. I'll give those out. And then we'll check out the ranking of my opponent.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll keep running toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Okay, they want me to go for it.
So now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Hill. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about
GG.
this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 24.
Okay.
Packers 14. Will Lutz to kick.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
8 seconds left.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
3 seconds left.
Onside kick and get the
Great game.
score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory.
Great accolades.
And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they
Good
were able to
game.
get the job done, and that's the bottom.
Ranking 4,858, 104 wins, 88 losses. Big shout out.